Ron DeSantis is a rock star, and every governor in every state, no matter what political party they're in, should take his lead and do what he's doing because it's the right thing to do. People are going crazy. They're going nuts because Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law the Parental Rights in Education bill in Florida. And they're going crazy. The LGBTQs and all the civil rights activists, they're going nuts because they don't like the fact that he's making it basically illegal to teach a child from kindergarten to third grade to teach them anything about sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, and all that other shit that all these lunatics are talking about. It's absolutely disgusting what's going on, and people need to pay attention to what's going on in Florida, because this guy right here is doing what's right for parents and for the children of these parents. Quick video clip of DeSantis, and I'll be right back.
And so we've already taken great steps. Last year, I signed the Parents' Bill of Rights in the state of Florida, which was really something that was significant. Last week, we signed curriculum transparency legislation so that parents have a right to access the curriculum that's in their kids' schools, as well as understand what type of books are in school libraries. And today we will sign HB 1557, the Parents' Rights in Education bill. And this bill takes three main steps. First, the bill prohibits classroom instruction about sexuality or things like transgender in K through 3 classrooms. And after third grade, those curriculums need to be age appropriate. Second, the bill ensures that at the beginning of every school year, parents will be notified about health care services offered at the school with the right to decline any service offered. And finally, this bill ensures that whenever a questionnaire or health screening is given to our young students, parents receive it first and give permission for the school to give it to their child.
And that's it. The guy's got balls. He doesn't care what Biden or any of his clowns have to say because he's doing the right thing. And who are all these opponents of it? These people actually want their kindergarten through third graders to have some teacher, if you want to call them that, telling them that they can be any gender. If they're boys, they can be girls. If they're girls, they can be boys. They can have any name. They can identify as anything they want. They want to teach them about sex, about sexuality. These are babies. They're just making their way into a school in kindergarten for the first time in their young lives. And these LBGs and TQs and all these other lunatics want to force feed these young children all this nonsense. Just because the teachers and everybody else want the attention of their cause, and again, I'll say it again, of course, I don't give a shit what people do, but you do not have the right to teach someone's child about sex, sexual identity, gender identity, or anything that has to do with that while they are in your care from kindergarten through third grade. And after the third grade, they have to always notify the parents when anything is going to be taught to their kids regarding anything about sex, sexual orientation, and gender. They need to send home paperwork, books, or anything with a class lesson that these teachers want to shove down these kids' throats and make sure the parents approve of it. Because most parents don't approve of it. Because it's ridiculous. These kids are just starting out in life, trying to make their way, trying to make friends, get accustomed to going to school and being around other kids. While these blue hair, green hair, pink hair teachers want to go in there and call themselves MX instead of Miss or Mr. And these little kids are going to be like, what the hell is going on here? All they're doing is confusing these kids. They're not teaching them anything. All they're doing is shoving down their young throats their garbage because they want to be heard. They want to be seen. Look at me. I need attention. Dress how you want. Color your hair like the rainbow flag. No one gives a shit. But a parent has the right to be against your trash being taught to their young children. And of course, the White House communications director had to show her face and says that the Department of Education will monitor the implementation of the Parental Rights in Education bill closely to see if it violates any civil rights law. Are you fucking kidding me right now? These are children. These are young, impressionable children. When they grow up and they're old enough to know if they want to change their identity or if they're gay or lesbian or whatever, they'll know on their own. You don't need some teacher who was the shy kid sitting in the corner growing up and all of a sudden they realize, hey, if I change my gender and dress like this, people are going to notice me. I'm going to be somebody. And that's all well and good. But don't these people who are opposing this bill, don't they understand anything? These are little kids, and as they grow and as they learn, these people in opposition don't think that they're going to discover, wow, Jane likes Lisa or Johnny likes Billy. What the fuck is going on? I really believe that the White House and all their trash gets on board with the opposition because it's covering up all the failures so far of this administration. They want to cover up Ukraine. They want to cover up this virus. Now they're trying to cover up the Hunter Biden laptop, which is so legitimate. But Uncle Joe swore up and down there wasn't one speck of evidence. That's all coming in future episodes. But this today is about teaching young kids just how to get along, how to read, how to write, how to just get along with other kids. There's going to be kids of all races, and there should be. And these kids got to learn that everybody, they're all just human beings. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. That doesn't matter at all. But the people in opposition to the Parental Rights in Education bill are all hell-bent on pushing this transgender shit, if you will, down these kids' throats. They don't want a parent to have any say whatsoever in what their kids are learning at school. And I'm going to read something quick. There was a parent in a town or in Tallahassee, Florida, whose daughter came home and told her mother that the teacher was telling her that it's okay if she wanted to change her name to a boy's name, or if she didn't think she wanted to be a girl, then she could be whatever she wanted to be. And this was a 4th or 5th grader, I believe. The parent went, I'm sorry, what are you talking about? The school made no attempt to try to reach out to parents and tell them, listen, this is what we'd like to put in our curriculum. You know why they won't reach out? Because the parents are going to say, the hell you are teaching my son or daughter, boy or girl, that they can change their name to a boy or a girl if they're the opposite sex, or they can identify as anything. You can be a boy, a girl, a kitty, and a fish if you want. These teachers, these so-called teachers, these educated people who have to have master's degrees to become an educator, They really honestly believe in their pea brains that this is okay to teach young kids. And just to go off track just a bit, the three asshats that hosted the Oscars the other night, where we saw the Will Smith, Chris Rock act, Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Regina Hall, they were saying how fun it was going to be and the show's going to be great. And then they made a point of saying, I believe Wanda Sykes said it, and for those who live in Florida, we're going to have a gay time tonight. And the three of them all, oh, we're going to have gay. This is the so-called Hollywood elite. Are you friggin' kidding me? That's the kind of shit that they're putting on TV, because we all know that auditorium was full of all the elitist, rich liberals who care nothing about anything. You tell me for 1 minute that one of those heroes, that some people see them as, are going to send their child K through 3 to school, and they're going to be okay with the teacher telling them about sex, teaching them about gender, transgender, non-binary, demi, whatever the fuck they call it. There's so many different things. Not for 1 second do I believe that the Hollywood elite are going to be on board with a teacher shoving that shit down their kids' throats. But they'll never tell you, because they have to put on the show, because 83 million people voted for Sleepy Joe. And they're all on board with it. They all donated millions of dollars to it. But they'll never let their kids learn that shit in school. And no one's going to tell me different. This is a disgusting display of humanity that's going on in Florida, where this governor is doing the right thing by giving the parents the rights that they deserve when it comes to educating their children. And these parents aren't looking to write the curriculum, sit in on classes and teach. No, they want to know what their children are learning in school, because they don't want to be blindsided when the kid comes home and says to mommy, I want to wear jeans and sneakers tomorrow because the teacher told me I can dress like little Timmy who sits next to me. That's blindsiding a parent. That's poisoning a young mind with this nonsense. Again, no one cares that you want to be transgender. No one cares if you're gay or lesbian. No one gives a shit. Okay? You put it out there because you want to be heard. You want to be seen. You want to feel important. No one gives a shit. These kids will grow up and find their way on their own. They don't need the help of some crazy progressive liberal teacher trying to shove this trash down their throats. And they certainly don't need the asshat celebrities like the Oscars being their heroes or role models. Their parents are their role models, or their siblings are their role models. Not actors, not athletes, nothing like that. It should be somebody who works a regular job, a firefighter, a police officer, a doctor, a nurse, a mechanic, a carpenter, anything. Anybody who works a real job to support their family, those people should be role models to these kids. Not these phony actors with the phony slap in the face and these three asshat women saying, we're going to have a gay time tonight. It is so disgusting, and the major networks just keep pushing it and keep pushing it. And they're going to keep pushing it because they're trying to cover up all the shit that's going bad in this country. And it's all on the back of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, because they're destroying it day by day, minute by minute. Those two clowns are destroying this country. Ron DeSantis is a rock star again. He should run for president, because if he was president, in my opinion, this country would be going upwards. Nothing but up, not down, lower than the dirt that Biden's trying to do to us while he's supposedly the commander-in-chief. He knows what he's doing. He's fucking clueless. Absolutely clueless. DeSantis is a fucking hero. He's a rock star. He's a brilliant man. Plus, he's a military veteran who served his country. He's not playing no games with these liberal Democrats. They can bark and cry and whine all they want. He's doing what's right for the residents of Florida and all the children growing up in Florida who just want to go to school and learn and make friends and grow up. Not to shove all this trash down their throats about gender and trans and gay and sex. It's all disgusting bullshit. And that's it. That's my rant. The bill is online, flsenate.gov, if you want to read it. It's a good read. It makes a lot of sense. People should jump on board with this in every state, and people should demand that every governor put forth, or every legislature put forth legislation to protect the young children starting out in school, to protect them from all this trash that these liberal teachers want to shove down their throats. Rant over. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. If you haven't liked this video already, please like it. Subscribe to my channel if you will, and if you do, hit the notification bell, and please share my videos with as many people as you can. I'd really appreciate that. I'm looking for support. I'm trying to grow my channel, grow my message, because it's all the truth. There's no garbage here. I'm not spewing any trash. It's all the truth. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's out there. End of story. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope everybody's healthy and safe. And I'll see you again with something else to rant about. Have a great night.